Right, yeah, that Hitman is fighting the extradition to back to Spain, which I said in the last one, the Lee Murray case. Lee Murray was English, lived in South London his whole life, like a, a British person, robbed a bank in the UK, biggest. I don't know whether it still is, but one of the biggest at the time bank robbery ever. He fled to Morocco, got caught in Morocco, and Morocco refused his extradition back to the UK. So Lee Murray's in prison in Morocco. Ultimately, I think it comes down to whether the country, because basically Lee Murray got allowed to stay because his dad was Moroccan, I'm sure, which made him, even though he's never been to Morocco in his life, it makes him half Moroccan, which I guess gave Morocco the right to deny the British government extraditing him. So if that's the case, a British citizen, they can deny it. But then on the other side of that is our prison. They keep telling us the prisons is full. But yeah, I think it ultimately comes down to the country of whether they want to extradite them or not. And seeing as this was all UK, all right, the murder happened in Spain, but it's all UK beef, basically. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, look up Lee Murray's. The Lee Murray, Morocco basically just said, nah, we're keeping him. He went to prison in Morocco, but still, like, yeah, they wouldn't bail to the British government. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether they do with this guy. But yeah, let's go.
An alleged hitman who was arrested over the murders of gangsters Ross Monaghan and Eddie Lyons Jr. says he will fight extradition to Spain. 44-year-old Michael Riley of Houghton in Liverpool appeared at Westminster Magistrates Court today. Riley was asked if he wished to give consent to be extradited back to Spain, to which he replied, "No, I do not." And Riley accused a member of the public in the public gallery of staring at him and making funny faces. He shouted, "Stop looking at me," as he was led back to the cells. Elsewhere, the bitter Gangland war continues across Scotland. This is the latest sinister threat from Tamil Junto to rivals they blame for ripping them off in a fake cash drug deal. Tamil Junto, headed up by Dubai-based Ross Miami McGill, have issued this video showing their latest firebomb attack. The mystery group have claimed responsibility for a raft of attacks across Edinburgh and Glasgow since launching an underworld war against crime boss Mark Richardson and the notorious Daniel clan. And in a sneering statement shared online, they mock Richardson associate David McMillan, who was badly injured in an alleged machete attack. They say since March, more than 40 people have had their houses, businesses and cars torched. The majority of you have left your homes throughout this period. David McMillan is one of the few who stayed put, albeit he hired 24/7 security to sit outside his home. Look how that worked out. The group then go on to hit out at rivals said to be behind social media accounts and revenge firebomb attacks. It adds, "You have retaliated against us by creating social media accounts, sending fake stories to the papers and burning the odd car. TMJ have no social media accounts, never have and never will. We will continue to target you on a regular basis for stealing from us." The clip includes footage of a fire taking hold outside a home in Trinent in East Lothian and comes as detectives working as part of Operation Portaledge continue to investigate the carnage. Two men appeared in court this week accused of the attempted murder over the alleged attack on McMillan. Police have now arrested 47 people as part of their investigations into a wave of violence linked to an ongoing feud between rival gangs. McMillan was rushed to hospital after an alleged incident outside his home on Edinburgh's Pitcairn Grove on the 22nd of May. Speaking back in April, Detective Chief Superintendent Dave Ferry said he's aware of the video circulating and appealed for the public's help to catch those responsible.
I have seen them. I would say it somewhat glamorises some of these incidents. I would suggest the videos are abhorrent. What I would like to reassure the public is that Police Scotland is doing everything we can to bring these people to justice. You will see there's been lots of police activity, not just in terms of overt policing, but also some of the things that the public don't see, such as specialist crime division and specialist officers that we have to bring. So there is lots going on, and there have been a number of arrests, particularly in the east of the country. The public hold the key to this. There is information out there that they know who is responsible. I would urge them to come forward, contact Police Scotland. They can do that anonymously, or via 101, or speak to the officers on patrol. Everything Police Scotland can do to bring these people to justice is being done, and what I would say is that whoever is posting these videos, we will get to the bottom of this. We will investigate it, and you will be brought before a court.
And since then, he revealed that further to the latest arrests, they have also recovered a vehicle and a firearm, both of which are believed to have been used in recent incidents. And Ross McGill set up home in the desert after skipping a court case in 2022 in which he faced claims of being involved in serious organised crime. The former Union Bears chief, known as Miami, resurfaced earlier this year as an aspiring mob boss waging war on notorious Scottish gangsters. A group dubbed Tamo Junto has claimed responsibility for a wave of attacks in Edinburgh and Glasgow during this Gangland war, which has already lasted 4 months. Houses and businesses have been torched, people have been attacked in their homes and others shot at as gangs battle for control of Scotland's multi-million-pound cocaine business.
Yeah, it's crazy. It'd be interesting to see what happens with him getting extradited, though. Because if he said no, it must then be up to the British government whether they send him back to Spain, and then it becomes a different ball game of do the British government want to hand over one of their citizens? Because the other thing as well, like, why waste room in a Spanish jail for a UK person? They'll put him in prison here. Although they keep saying we ain't got the space, but yeah, I think he will have a right to claim to stay in this country if he is native of this country. And like I say, Lee Murray, I guess it depends on your country's laws as well, but like I say, Lee Murray had never been to Morocco in his life, but his dad was Moroccan, so it made him half Moroccan. So therefore, he had the right to claim citizenship there and deny extradition back to the UK, even though the crime he done was committed in the UK. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, still going on then, still setting fire to doors. So they're saying that them, because we've seen them in quite a few videos, them media posts, social media, which is, again, a crazy development in the criminal world, is social media accounts. But then they denied that that's them. It's a bit like when we was at school. It came in the whole, if you have a video, because everyone would have fights, people film the fights and then people send the fights around. If you got caught with one of them fights on your phone, you'd go, yeah, you go, you have to go to court and get charged. Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see whether the British government hand him over or not, which I can't imagine they will. I can't imagine they will, because you got to think it becomes not just a criminal thing. Then it becomes a country v country. Does the British government want to be seen to hand over one of their people, when really their job when people get arrested in other countries is to extradite them back here? I know it doesn't always work that way. Like what's his name, the Scouser, Billy Moore. Was his Thailand, wasn't it? They left him in Thailand. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this extradition develops. But yeah, that's the reactions.